Hello, and welcome to another episode of Stream for Initiative, where natural 20s are never natural, alcohol consumption is strongly advised, and viewer discretion is merely a suggestion. And welcome to Session 51, Season Finale. Let's go!
Oh.
Wow,
I
is it?
Woo.
Oh, woo.
I am so fucking scared.
Yeah,
Just smash my foot on my desk. Hold on.
I'm
You're not
scared.
gonna die.
I'm scared.
Look,
I'm scared.
as I've said before, there's only a couple ways this could go, right? It could go really terribly or really cute and like, oh, that was good. You know, it's we'll see how it goes, right?
No, in our luck.
You're all dead. You're right. You're all dead. So, as we said, this is the season finale, which means it's not a campaign finale, just a season finale. So, we will end it here. We'll take a couple weeks of a break from D&D. Doesn't mean we won't be streaming together. Just taking a little break. We're gonna get some things done. Maybe some graphical changes. Who knows? Who knows where we'll go with it? Yeah.
We might update a past one shot to fill in some slots.
We don't know. So, but that's all that means. And then season 2 will have probably, most likely, the same characters going through a different story arc. So yeah. So we're gonna take a little break, basically. But does anybody have anything they would like to add before we get started?
I love you guys. I'm gonna miss you just in case we do die. You know, cover all the bases.
Well, you're not going to
Wait,
die.
what
It'll
am I
be
saying?
Leota who
He
needs
hasn't
to
been able
say
to kill Leota yet.
Oh boy, I get 2 paladins on team. Anyways, to catch us up on where we left off, we have Gomo. Take it away
Where am I taking it?
to the recap.
Oh,
Got this.
I see. Let me just take your advice and exercise alcohol consumption here. All right.
Yes.
Remember, everybody, buy dice.
Ahem.
It'll lube up your throat for
Liquid
recaps.
courage, as they call it. All right. Wow, gee, Discord bot, thanks. You're kind of late. It's only just now announced. We're live. Anyways. Last episode, previously on Streyorea and Peril. All right, episode 50. So Ristel arrives at Nilan's request, and while exhausted, he reports him and his group all made it back alive from the battle at Warsur. Okay. And Nilan explains magic, not to be confused with spells, magic, the little lizard magic's presence in the group, and how he means no harm. Do we know that for sure? Anyways, though Ristel seems slightly concerned, as am I, at how the populace might react to magic against the lizards, given that while small, he does look like the reports of creatures attacking travelers on the roads. Nevertheless, Ristel does tell the guards that the group is allowed in, though seems to avoid cementing a date to talk with Nilan about their exploits. The initial fear, however, seems unfounded. And Opalhost is a city of magic, and magics, again, this is confusing as hell, the lizard. Major initial problem is a group of children who are quickly distracted by something else, and they run off as children typically do, leaving the group undisturbed. Phew. Our group makes our way to the old place of rest from last time, the Dancing Kobold. But the place is packed, and despite the strange nature of the place, how the upper room floors are quite a bit larger than the ground floor, a chat with the main kobold and keeper reveals there are no rooms available. Imagine that. Apparently, to the rest of the party's perspective, I disappeared, but the group thinks I'm off to the church to find out about my sister's group and decide to try some place Leota hears about. Wow, you guys guessed correctly. But anyways, but cannot remember the name. So, good luck with that one. Gee. Now, Nilan, Leota, Rodan, and Magic the Lizard decide to head to the church to see if they can find me. Lily and Groger split off to clothe Groger, in part to prevent his pants from falling down. I mean,
Not that big a deal.
I don't hear anybody complaining. Lily, please. With the decision to meet up at the shop Mesmerize later on. At the church, Nilan heads in to see if anyone's seen me. Unfortunately, they arrive a little too late and I have just left. The next best place to check would be my home, but based on a conversation from earlier, the trio realized that only person who might know where that is Liliola. Now, deciding to use Mesmerize as a meetup point, the 3+1 Magic, the Lizard, head there and surprisingly find me wandering back and forth in front of a rather large house. I found out that my sister's group did come back safely, but another group that went out has not. I'm, standing there a little uncomfortable with staying around the house, and both Leota and Nilan pondered the implication they might be in front of my actual house and trying to break in through the front gate, only for Tulane to step out in view of the other side of the gate. Now, Tulane is decidedly unimpressed with my life as an adventurer, and the announcement of the group as
Thanks.
my life as an adventurer and the announcement of the group as Septum Extraneous. She wasn't. She was totally impressed. She was just playing it off as, aloof disinterest to hide her
My perception
jealousy.
is shit, and I could see that.
I just did.
Look, Rodon is aloof. That was, judgmental at best.
Then you don't know her. Anyways, she seems even less so at the description of the party members present, at which point I realized that Liliola and Groger are not there yet. Now, eventually, I convinced Tulane to open the gates and let us inside, though Tulane still seems uninterested in talking all that much as we all head inside. Now, Tulane hears of the party's plan to meet up with Lily and Groger at Mesmerize and says that we can go run an errand and pick up an order for her from there. Now, Rodan eagerly takes the task, dragging Leota and Magic out behind him. Now, Nilan, despite his previous ribbing of my sister, we're going to talk about that later, takes a moment to have a heart-to-heart and remind me about how things went over with Vitrus, and trying to counsel about how to talk to Tulane after so long. At Mesmerize, Lily and Groger are standing outside. They're not left waiting long, as Rodan, Leota, and Magic come speeding out from my house, with Rodan flustered by something. While Lily and Groger are interested in heading over to my house, especially at the mention of my sister, Rodan and Leota still had the errand of picking up my sister's orders, and the group heads inside. And that's where we left off.
All right. So, heading inside the shop known as Mesmerize. And as I did state last week, it does look quite dramatically different on the outside. And as you go inside, it looks just as crazy on the inside. It is very different from you last left it. It is very open and spacious now. It looks almost bigger on the inside than the outside. Clearly, there's some magic being used here to change this. It's very, very open. There's some nice mannequins on one side, in different forms, as they are wearing very different outfits for different time periods. And surprisingly, as you look, one of the first ones that you see that's featured is S1 inspired. And another one is Alzac inspired. So it's like almost lizardy kind of looking, and looks like some kind of armor and fashion to look kind of like them, Monster Hunter style.
Ooh.
But yeah, as you
Kind of
head
weird.
in,
That's
Yeah.
interesting. I love it.
as you head in, it's fairly busy with all the people in town at the moment. So you look around and you do see a familiar shopkeep that you guys all know and apparently love, Khalil. But he is assisting
The tiefling.
the tiefling. He is assisting another customer at the moment. So, is there anything you guys wanted to do while you're in here?
A little confused about the new surroundings, so I'm kind of vaguely looking around, kind of checking stuff out, but generally making my way if there. I'm looking for like a counter or something.
So, as you look around, you do see a counter in the back. So it's like I said, there's wide open spaces and the mannequins, the forms on the left side as you walk in. And as you the space in the open in the middle, actually, would you go ahead and make a perception check for me?
That is a 13 plus 5, 18.
So the space in the middle, since it's wide open, it's literally just like a straight shot that goes right to the back, and there's the forms on the sides. There's a hexagon shape in the middle, and so the floor around it is like a light wood color, and then the hexagon has like an outline of a really really dark, almost a black wood, like ebony, and then in between that is like a mahogany. So it's like different color woods, and it forms like a hexagon shape in the middle. And past that, it's just a straight shot, and there's a mahogany counter behind that, and then large red curtains, like deep red curtains in the back. So it's very like it just draws your attention towards it.
Essentially because of the mannequins and the way the shape of the shop has changed, then probably would do not exactly focusing on anything particular, but kind of a zigzag back toward that counter.
Okay. And
Kind of
as you guys are
taking it in, but heading primarily for the counter.
And as you walk by the mannequins, they start slowly like changing positions to go in a different form. The outfits are the same, but they're moving. Some of them are looking towards you as you walk by them to try to like, oh hey, this is for you, and then they just kind of like change stances.
The first time I noticed that, I am going to jump at one of them. It's kind of if one catches my eye long enough in a particular direction, it just kind of be like a. But mostly still continuing toward the back.
All right. So as you head to the back and you get to the counter, you see that's where Khalil is, speaking to one of the other patrons. And as you step up, he kind of looks at you and has a face of recognition for a moment and kind of nods in your direction and gives you a little finger up, like just wait a moment. And a moment later, another form of Khalil comes out from the back and greets you. And he's like, oh, why, hello. A pleasure to see you again.
Visible,
what can I do for
wordless,
you?
visible, wordless confusion. Just.
Like looking back and forth between the two.
Yes.
He says, "Oh, don't worry about him. He may be the real me, but I can help you all the same."
Surprisingly, that's not the weirdest thing I've seen today. Anyway, yeah. Hi, long time no see. We're here to pick up an order for a, Delane Goldberry?
Interesting. She trusts you to pick that up, huh? All
We
right.
happen to be traveling with a family member.
Oh, I remember. All right, so he kind of gives you all a little wink, and turns to the back, and returns a moment later. Turns a moment later with a very long box. That it's like a dark gray box, and it's wrapped in cloth. Just simple like cloth. Instead of like in a bow, it's just wrapped up. And he hands it to you. Says, "Now make sure she gets this. It's very important to her."
Yes, sir. And he'll take it very, very gently.
Was that everything? Surely there's more we can do for you here.
That's all I needed, unless some of the other...
Well, what time do you close?
Whenever the customers are done with me, dear.
Would you be open later tonight?
For you, of course.
We'll be back, within a few hours then?
I'll be here.
Thank you.
He gives you a little wink, and then he just kind of poofs and he's just gone. While the other one's still assisting other customers.
Why did you have to... Why did you... Hey. Why do you have to just poof like that?
Magic. Oh, not you, sweetie. She looked out at magic in her arms.
You see, like he looks up at you for a second.
I'm gonna nuzzle magic though, just so it doesn't feel like I'm just calling and not paying attention. So.
Perception check. Leota.
Yep, pulling it up.
Okay.
That is a nat one.
What is your perception checks are almost as bad as Neilon's.
Shush, it's +4. It's a 1 +4. Okay?
Your crap rolls are hilarious. Okay, so you give your little nudges to magic. And are you guys leaving now?
Yeah.
You didn't have more, you seemed eager.
We'll all come back later.
All right.
I kind of want everybody, if possible.
Okay.
Besides,
sorry.
I wouldn't want to hold up the package.
Yeah, you just want to go back in there so you can comment more on how he needs to friggin' talk already.
No. I think he's had enough of that.
So as you guys are leaving, there's more patrons that are coming in the door. So you can see it's still pretty busy in there. See the mannequins are now changing stances again to greet the new customers. And you guys are heading back across the street, basically, to the Lindelberry, the Lindelberry estate, basically.
You mean the Goldberry
Mhm.
estate?
Yeah.
To our rich friend's pad, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You have to be self-conscious about it.
You guys make it back over there, and the gate is shut once again, so you'll have to ring yourself in.
I have the little thing he gave me last time, so I'll pull it out and confused as to how to use it, so I'm basically gonna tap on the little crystal thingy outside with the thing. With the little crest emblem.
Gomo, is that how it works?
I didn't
Or is it
even-
like
Honestly, I
you
didn't
didn't
even
say
think
anything,
about
so-
it that way. I say roll for it.
Oh boy.
You can roll an investigation check. We'll do that.
Oh, son of a bitch. Stupid thing hopped out of my thing. Hopped out of the tray. Oh, this is not gonna go. This is a 7 flat.
Hey, we're getting all these low rolls out now.
Get him out early. Get it out of your
So-
system.
You just can't really quite figure out how to use it as a key or to get anything out. But Gomo, from the inside, you do notice there's a slight type of chime on the inside that you know of,
Yep.
similar to a doorbell.
Yeah. I'm going over to the matching the other crystal. Looking. Okay.
And it's funny that you can look in the crystal and it looks just like you're looking through a peephole in a door, like that little weird
Yep,
fisheye effect.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cue very large Rodon snout as he's trying to take a closer look at the crystal outside.
Yes, exactly. Nice. So you see them in the little crystal.
So you so Rodon, as you're inspecting the crystal, you hear coming from the crystal.
Not the most flattering view. Just come in. I'll buzz you in.
Good.
Nice.
Jump,
Right.
fumbling with package.
All right. So door opens, or the gate opens. You can go inside.
While all that's going on, I'm just standing, like, whatever foyer or like living area that we were at when we had the conversation last session.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of standing there, arms folded, just looking around the space, like, kind of just taking it in. Rich people.
Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Are we good on anything that we need to take care of? Do we need to stop for a second, or are we good?
How do you mean?
Oh, my camera's not working.
But all the mics are fine. Everybody can hear
Yeah.
everybody. That's the main part.
I believe
okay.
so.
All right, cool. Just making sure. Okay, cool. So, you guys are let inside. The whole party is back together again inside the Goldberry estate. After a little while, I'd say maybe another 20 to 30 minutes. So if there's anything that you guys wanted to discuss, now would be a good time. Otherwise, Tulane would appear.
In the meantime, Rodon probably would pass that package from over to Gomo.
Oh,
This was the order.
okay. Let's see. All right. I'm just gonna like put it down on one of the little bench thingies in the foyer. I'll let my sister know. Thanks. And he's got his hand out. The
crest.
yep.
Sorry. And he'll hand that back over as well.
Thank you. Gonna shove it under my cloak. Well, bake yourselves at home, I guess.
She's the one from the. I mean, obviously not her herself, but she's the one from the temple, right?
The temple?
About to be headed by a whole bunch of the.
Oh.
Serious cut out.
Oh, okay. You remember that. Yeah. Oh, it was obviously a vision, right? So, yeah.
Shouldn't we be ahead looking for a place to stay the night?
Excuse me.
Hmm?
DM,
Yes.
I haven't been fully paying attention because I was trying to fix this, so I just want to make sure I'm this is right. Telane's already there with us, or she's not
No.
there?
She's not. I was saying
Okay.
I was saying that, after about 20-30 minutes she would come down the stairs from where she was at before and if there's anything that you guys wanted to discuss beforehand, which is what we're doing now.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to be sure. I gave up on trying to fix this. All right, I'm back.
Okay.
We should be looking for a place to stay, shouldn't we?
Why don't we just stay here?
Shouldn't just invite ourselves.
No, it's a great idea.
See?
Well, I'll need to talk to Lucius about accommodations and such, but we do have, guest rooms. Room, not rooms. And my room's, probably there. So.
And dusty.
Shut up.
What are we going to do about magic? I don't know
What do you
if
mean?
that's. Do we want magic running around in your house?
You're still holding him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't we put him in the back? Should be big enough for him, right?
The back?
Don't put anything living in a bag.
What? Back.
Bag.
Outside.
Oh, the back.
Why didn't you just say so?
I mean,
What
there's
do you
nothing
guys mean
too
in the back?
nothing too interesting back there. I mean, just old trees and shrubberies and stuff. I mean,
But he can't get out though, right? So
I mean,
you could just
I'm
block
making a little
it.
hand gesture, like a little minor illusion of how big he is, and then there's like the width of the bar. He'll you see an image of Magic just kind of hopping back and forth between the gaps. Like, not really, no.
Leota style.
Rope. Just tie him up.
No!
Nope.
Tie him up with Leota.
Can you like make a connection with him and ask if he needs to like, I don't know, like scratch furnitures or something? Like,
I can try, yeah.
do you scratch furnitures? I'm looking down at Magic like I'm face to face with it.
I think it's
Oh,
less about. I think it's less about scratching furniture and more just these kind of places are large but stuffy.
I mean, it's pretty large. The ceiling is like way like, especially like in the middle where the where the two halves of the houses, which by the way, like are different finishing and stuff. Like it feels like for the simplest, for the sake of simplest explanation, it feels like it's two different houses that were like stitched together. That's what it looks like. And in the middle has been a lot of renovation and like changes to make it kind of uniform and connect the two. That's where the foyer is. That's where the stairway up to the second floor is. Like, and that middle section is like all the way to the second story ceiling. So it's like vaulted ceiling. Pretty spacious, especially for people our size. I mean, I can't imagine how big this would feel for Magic.
It's still inside. Magic, are you going to be okay being inside with us for a few days if we take trips outside?
You get a sense of curiosity.
Okay. If you need to go outside at any time, let one of us know, okay?
You get a feeling of affirmation.
And as far as scratching on furniture goes, don't get caught.
Make an animal handling check.
Wait, no, don't listen to her. I don't know if you can understand me. Don't scratch. Not the furniture.
I'm kidding. Animal handling.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Actually, 4 plus 8.
Okay, as you say that,
Mm-hmm.
you try to portray images to go with what you were saying, and
Mm-hmm.
you still get that the feeling of affirmation.
Awesome.
What does that even
I'm just
mean?
gonna smile at Goma and just be like, totally understands.
Don't smirk. It's not funny.
I'm just smiling.
And from the from upstairs, you hear, "What's not funny?"
Did pet dino lizard
Friend,
furniture
dino lizard.
to you maybe?
Oh, that's right. And she comes kind of like coming down the stairs pretty quickly up to it. And says, "This is so cool."
Eh?
Leota's a little put off because the original reaction to it was does not care, and then suddenly it's cool, so...
Make a perception check.
Perception?
Yes.
That is a 9 plus 4.
Okay. Yes, indeed. That is something that catches your attention, is that there was a flip in personality basically towards Magic. But nonetheless, so where did you find this thing? I saw these something similar when I was with the group on patrol, but nothing ever really came up to us.
She stole an egg and hatched it. I got all three of my hands pointing at Leota.
Oh,
You hatched this from an egg?
mm,
How did you not get caught?
Caught by who?
Well, I mean, the creatures that, I mean, like I said, I saw them on patrol. They didn't
Oh.
attack us, but I mean,
Yeah,
how
we
did,
did
how
get
did they not
caught,
catch you?
basically.
She looks right at you and says, "You what?"
We like kind of sort of got caught. I mean, they were tracking us. Apparently, ever since we had the egg.
Oh God! All right.
They
Well,
didn't listen to me when I told them there was someone there. Hi, I'm Lily.
Oh, you haven't. Yep. The purple one's Lily. She's got sticky fingers. I mean, what?
What?
No, she climbs things. And the gray one is Groger,
Does
the
she
big
climb
softy.
things?
Pleasure to meet you.
yeah, nice to
speaking of
meet you
which-
guys too. So
You're
you
so
were caught.
pretty.
We encountered cross paths. Yeah, cross path with the Alzak. That's the lizard people.
She's looking at you with a whole different light now. Like when you were the last time when you were talking about being an adventurer, and she was kind of like just blowing it off. Like it's
Yep.
it's totally different look now.
Encountered. They damn near kidnapped you.
Yeah,
Me?
Leota has
What
this
was-
face of. Leota has this complete like
That totally did not kid. Why would you say that? Like you weren't there. You weren't there. You don't know.
Yeah, but the worm in your head is.
All of you have worms in your head.
Yeah, Leota has this.
I'm not the only one.
Shit.
Like everyone here has a worm except for her.
Her mouth is just like wide open, like looking between you guys, like what is even going on right now?
It's a
Leota's
lot.
not being super obvious about it, but there's a air of caution now towards Tulane.
I mean, adventure. Am I right? Things happen.
I would love to hear about this.
Maybe after we get stuff sorted and.
Can we stay here?
I was just about to bring that up. If Lucius is available, I would like to talk to him about maybe accommodation for guests. You know, maybe if they can stay at the
Well,
manor for a little bit.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's usually just me in here. He's out getting he's shopping at the moment for us, but
I hope not for dinner. We got many more mouths to feed. It's awfully quiet in here. Where are the rest of the staff? Where's Dad?
well,
Where's
Dad
Dad? Yeah.
is what Dad is always doing. He's working.
I had zero doubt on that, but like, where is he? Is he away? Is he in town?
No, he's away. Last I heard, the last message he sent was he was being sent to Ardenrun.
To Ardenrun. Okay, that sounds pretty far. All right. Okay. Cool.
But
Far in
that was-
distance, not far in time of travel.
that was
Hmm.
just that was before all of this stuff happened. So I don't know if he got there. I don't know if he's stuck somewhere.
Oh, so he hasn't returned since for. Oh, okay. Well, so I would assume that means he hasn't been in his study yet, his office. right?
Slowly squints her eyes at you.
Obviously he has it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
That sounds like good news.
What?
Huh?
What do you mean? It's not good or bad. It's just news. It's just not even news. It's just a piece of information. Anyways.
Roll deception.
At disadvantage. Here we go.
At disadvantage.
Not too bad. That's a 13 out of 17. So that's 13
Wow.
plus 11. 24.
She squints her eyes at you for a second. She says, no, he hasn't been home.
Look, I don't want to run into him, right?
I must admit, I'm kind of. I just don't know what to make of you being here. I know that sounds maybe rude, but I just
no, not rude. No, I feel weird too. I mean, I haven't been here since I, left college, so it's like been a
Yeah.
while. Well, I mean, obviously you got my letter and stuff. How about well, I mean,
The
we have
word you're
guests. We can.
The word you're looking for is concern, by the way.
Is it always this awkward when family gets together?
Nearly.
Yep.
Oh, because it was like that with Neelon too.
Yep.
I hope not.
Look, many years of kind of, lack of communication tends to do that kind of stuff, okay?
Yep.
I wouldn't know.
while you guys are talking, she happens to notice the package, and she's like, oh, and then she runs over to grab it while you guys are talking.
Yes. I was about to tell you. Totally. Yeah.
And she starts unwrapping it and opens it up, and you see there's it's a robe on the inside, and she's looking it over, and she's just kind of checking it and seeing what it looks like and everything, and she says, this is exactly what I wanted. I don't know how he always does that.
Do I recognize it in any way or its function? The robe.
Make a. I guess we're gonna call it religion. Let's do religion.
Got it. Okay.
Religion.
Because I was thinking like, oh, maybe she got a promotion or maybe she ranked up or something.
If we're doing religion,
damn it.
can I make one too?
You
That was a
can.
17 or 10, and it's a 10 because of disadvantage. 10 plus 4. 14.
9 plus 3, 12.
What did you roll?
Me?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, 9 plus 3. Okay, I thought you said like a natural 20. I was like, what? Okay.
No.
A 12, and what did you had 14?
10
right?
plus 4. Yep.
Okay, so what you would know is it's not from a deity that you guys like. You don't recognize the symbols or any symbols that's on it. It is a dark blue robe with like some silver trim around it, and it has the symbols on the sleeves, on both sleeves. It's like a little eyeball. It's like the all-seeing eye from like like the dollar bill, but it's like half closed.
Hmm.
But you don't recognize what it's from. And she's like, yeah, I don't know how he does it every time.
That's really pretty.
Oh, you like it, huh?
Yeah, I like the colors. I like that dark colors.
Yes, dark colors are the best.
What's that? I'm gonna point at the symbol.
Rodon is subconsciously straightening his own jacket.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a group that I'm in. That's all.
Really? I used to be in the group too, but they were bad news, so I kind of left. Now I'm in this group. So far, they're not bad news, right?
Eh.
Well, I mean, my group is we're information gatherers, and if I haven't heard anything about you, I'm sure it's been fine.
It's good to know. Information gatherers.
So, just to make sure, DM, this isn't a symbol of one of the 7 major deities. This is
It is
something
not.
else.
Okay.
Correct.
Copy that.
It's really cool. Information very powerful to have.
Well, I mean, new robe is always exciting, right? Anyways, so how I was thinking, like glancing over at Nilan, maybe we could connect and share some stories or something over a nice meal. You know, we have guests and my guests, sure, but if you wouldn't mind joining us for some meal or something.
Maybe after that we could go back to Mesmerize and see if Kroger needs some new clothes, or even just thank him for all of us.
I mean, I don't. I mean, he looks. I mean, those outfit looks functional.
Oh,
Eh,
you guys got new clothes.
Yeah, the old lady seemed to
Okay.
really like it. She did ask me why we want to cover him up, but you know.
Boy,
Cheeks start flashing red, and I look away. Sorry, not
I-
flashing. They flare up.
Choice of words.
I don't
There's a-
understand what she meant when she said, like, how do I handle him? I mean, it's not like he's any trouble. Are you guys okay?
Oh, she probably meant as a couple.
Perfectly fine.
A couple? A couple of what?
Yeah, you know, together, a couple.
Mesmerize sounds like a great idea. Yeah, let's
Right,
let's
later?
do that. Totally. Groger, would you like some new outfits? Like Taylor, have you ever had a, nice like what kind of clothes you like? Suit, maybe something a little more functional. I don't know. Like, I mean,
We could definitely use new
I'm
shoes.
sure he can help you restore the exact outfit you had before. If that's your stuff, like he's got some really cool ways of like reading your, like thoughts and like having it perfectly projected. And you can make it
I'm
That's yes,
confused.
perfect
that
replica.
one. Exactly.
Yep. mhm.
Wow, I see you haven't got over the anxious talking, Mullen.
I
Wait,
don't do that.
I'm confused. What's going on?
Leota, how noticeable was your yes that one?
Pretty noticeable.
Hey, Kroger, you're like
You seemed
subconsciously
excited about that.
itching right now.
I'm currently glaring at
what?
Leota.
You're itching?
You're itchy.
Leota's-
I'm itchy.
You're itchy.
You got talcum powder in your clothes.
Oh no.
What was the tag for
mean-
your clothes?
We didn't check.
Like I try to kind of ignore it, but then I just like just scratch a bit.
yeah.
But like I'm trying to. No, it's fine. I don't say anything about it. I'm just like,
I'm gonna go
Silent
like
torment.
up to Tulane and be like, so Gomo's always prattled on like that?
Oh yeah, we just kind of got used to it. By the way, I love your horns.
Thank you. I grew them myself.
At At the no
Okay.
reaction to Gomo, I'm actually gonna look at him and kind of give him a what? Kind of a look.
I'm sorry. At what reaction?
Lack of reaction to Gomo from Tulane.
Oh.
I said Gomo.
I think we've all been saying Goma.
Oh, well, that's probably just your DM not putting the two. I told you, like, in the beginning, I was like, no, it's not Goma, it's Roland. Yeah, so it's probably just your DM's fault, not Tulane's fault. So, good job, Delon, for throwing that in there. So, yeah, she would actually. You know what? I will just roll for it. No, she did
I
it.
mean, she does good enough
Okay.
in I was gonna say if she's
Damn.
good enough with the insight check, she might get a. No. She might
Damn,
be able to put two and
DM,
two
your dice
together.
saved you.
And save. Whatever.
Meanwhile, Leota is very blatantly ignoring the glaring that is directed at her by her much bigger counterpart.
Yeah.
Okay, roll intimidation so that she knows I'm burning. My eyes are burning into the back of her head.
She's ignoring you. She's like,
You can roll if you want, but it wouldn't matter.
yeah,
Seems like she's already
scoots
doing
away from
it.
you. Towards Delon, so she's standing next to Delon now, just not looking at you.
Well, I suppose dinner sounds nice. Do you want me to contact Lucian and have him pick something up specific?
Sure. I mean.
Anything raw would be good. For
Oh
both of
yeah.
us.
I mean, we're gonna cook it, so yeah, sure. I mean.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, I meant like we get raw ingredients to cook. So if we have raw ingredients, we can of course prepare it a little differently. Yeah, she's got a weird stomach.
I have a very normal stomach. Thank you.
Well,
No, normal to your standards.
it's from what I have gathered, it seems normal for a deep gnome.
Really, you're endorsing that behavior? But medium rare is where it's at. Like,
From the
I
books
am-
I've read, I mean, I've never met
Yeah.
one, but the books I've read, it seems to make sense.
I
Firmly
am
in his position, pointing
again.
at Gomo.
but rare
I am
meat
again
with heavily
suspicious.
salted, like that's like blasphemy. That's
I am again suspicious. Because the last
Come on.
encounter
You
she
can make an
doubted I
insight.
was.
You can make an
Yeah.
insight check.
Should be
Come
weird.
what?
Both you and your sister are very smart.
Insight.
Sure.
Oh,
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 What did you get?
that's a nat 20 plus 8.
yikes.
Okay,
fuck.
that's a whisper and a half. Okay, hold on. I will whisper that to you. But if you guys can continue with the RP while I send Ace a message.
Oh, what's she doing?
I
Is this how the
really like
TPK
your hair,
starts?
Tulane. Her hair is so cute.
So, what are we thinking for dinner? If we are staying here for that,
I don't know. The medium rare steak is starting to sound real good.
I mean, steak is always good, right? Oh, I can bake the. I was actually thinking of baking a meat pie, but I don't know how I'm supposed to do that while keeping the meat rare, because like it's a pie. You still need some of the other stuff to cook thoroughly. You need the.
Hey,
Wait, what are
Grover, are you
what are you
okay?
trying to do?
A meat pie. You've had a meat pie before, right?
By the way, I had a
Yeah.
meat pie yesterday. Just saying.
Grover.
Mm.
Are you
Yes?
okay?
I'm I'm fine. I say I'm fine, but I'm scratching. I'm red in the face, and I'm not looking directly at her. So,
Is there something wrong with your shirt?
I do not know.
You should take
Why?
it off. We'll wash it.
I could do that later. You needn't worry about that, Lily.
But yeah, I've had a meat pie. I'm just trying to figure out. You're trying to keep the meat rarer, but still bake it until it's that's fine with pan searing, but trying to do that in like a meat pie would be. I'm not sure it's possible.
Well, it sounds like you have a cook in your group. Is that your specialty? Are you the cook?
I'm the best one in this group. Yeah. For upper world standards.
I think I'm a pretty good
Okay,
cook.
that's fair. No. Looks at Lily. No.
I'm pretty sure she said Gomo, but yeah.
Oh, I thought she said I'm pretty good. And I was like,
Yeah. No.
Still don't know. Every time I'm trying to remember now. Every time I hear Gomo, I'm rolling to see if she's like noticing it. She's not.
Shit. As perceptive as I am, I like her.
oh, we might
well-
we might be back on track with what you were saying earlier then.
Yeah, right. I will instruct Lucien to pick up some raw meat, I guess,
It's not just for me.
and to
Yeah.
it could be cooked. Maybe
It's also for magic.
Neelon will prepare something.
DM.
Yes.
Out of
Yes.
character, is it Lucius or Lucian?
Lucius.
Oh, Lucien. Sorry.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm thinking of Lucius Fox from freaking Batman.
Is there a chance I might be able to help you cook it?
Oh, I'm not cooking.
Oh, Neelon.
She's not cooking.
I don't cook. I have people cook for me.
Sorry, no. Leota was asking Neelon.
I know.
if she could
It
help.
was just between what she had said and what Mullen Gomo had said, she's just
Oh, okay.
continuing. Just
Yeah.
but she pulls out a crystal, and starts walking towards the kitchen, and you can hear her start talking to it, telling him to pick up some more things that we have now guests.
Can you ask him? Can you ask him to pick up some berry brews?
Sure.
Wait, how is she talking to him through a crystal?
Magic.
Yeah. Like not
Again,
you.
Can we-
sweetheart,
Not
not
you.
you.
Huh?
It probably
Nani?
has a similar enchantment to like
Did-
this, and it'll pull out the sending stone.
Precisely.
Or
It's a
the-
little
or
bit
the doorbell
different
thing.
in neons.
Where can we get those?
I don't think where is the question. It's can we afford it? it's a little
Well, they look small.
and small means cheap.
If
I
you know what to do.
I.
It's based on the enchantment. It gets very expensive.
Yeah.
Stuff like this was usually given to us for the purpose of the mission, and we'd have to return it to to either the general or the acting captain or the mission lead after everything was finished.
I'm deferring to Neil on the subject matter. since
For
he's
the
expert on it.
first
They're
time,
not cheap,
I've
okay? Like,
experienced
look,
something
magic
very
and
similar to
champions
that.
Magic and champions are expensive.
They're also extremely time consuming. If you don't do it right, it's dangerous.
So it's not the crystal.
No,
No.
you can get any old crystal anywhere. I mean, they grow in the ground. So,
Sure. Not that common.
oh,
You can make a history check.
I can, or
Whoever, if with the conversation, whoever's listening, if you guys want to make a history check, you can.
This is gonna be funny. Ooh. 12.
Not bad.
fine, I'll do it too.
is it hard for you guys to make first clues up here? Oh,
Disadvantage. That's a nat 1. History, you say? Yeah. Nat 1 plus 3.
So a lot of the in Neelon and Leota, you don't have to roll. It's fine for you.
Yeah.
Because those types of crystals are
I walked outside
fairly
my
more
house,
abundant.
Yeah.
Neelon, yes, they can still be found. And miners find them, but they're a lot harder to find. And where most of them came from, and the reason why they're harder to find is because before the when the access to Underdark was closed, there was no reason to mine them. They would just get them from the dwellers
Trade.
of the Underdark. Yeah, it would just be trade. It wouldn't matter. They didn't need to mine them up. So
Yeah, they are hard to get because before the doors closed,
Oh.
they would be able to trade. But after that, we would have to mine them because they're underground. So, yeah, it's harder to get up here.
I'm always still surprised at the things that are abundant to us but not to you and vice versa. That's the right term, right?
That's.
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd you pick up abundant?
I listen to you guys.
Wow. It's like surprised yet impressed face.
So Tulane comes back from the kitchen. Well, seems like we'll be set for dinner. He should be back shortly.
Yes, yes.
So, we will, I guess, reconvene for dinner, and maybe we can continue our conversation. You guys can tell me what you've been up to.
Great. I'll show them to the guest room, I guess, and have them change out of this. Like point.
Okay, well, see you guys then. Don't ruin anything in the house. Dad would be very upset.
They're not gonna ruin
Oh.
anything, right? And I'm looking over at Magic. Right.
Speaking of, he's not here right now. Is he supposed to be back soon? Because I doubt he would enjoy my being here.
Curious. What do you mean?
Oh, it looks like you knew. I'm, well, formerly, but still part of the Order.
Oh. Okay, I thought there was more to that. Maybe.
I know we don't get along. I've never met him personally.
Honestly, I think with them being here and their numbers growing, I think he's learned to tolerate them.
Wait, what?
What? Did I say something? I'm confused.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think maybe you guys have been away too long. The politics are a little different now, Molin, than they were before.
I don't. Wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
I'm a little confused too.
I'm sorry. Out of character. I'm a little confused myself.
Well, so I was trying to react off of what you guys said, but so basically, Neelan was saying that the order, your dad would not get along with the order.
Yeah,
and I
'cause
was
last-
saying
Oh, from like a religious politics.
exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yes,
Exactly.
Okay.
because
Mhm.
our organizations are not exactly in opposition of like good versus evil or that sort of thing.
Right.
But
They have different
Or-
That's how it's
priorities
handled.
aligned to different.
Yeah.
Like.
and it's also our order kind of has a bad rap.
Right.
It's how
right.
it's
okay.
handled.
Gotcha.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
Gotcha. Okay. Got it.
Like we get results, but there's rumors of how
Right.
and not great.
Yep.
Yeah,
Got it.
and she was saying that it may not be as bad as he thinks it is.
Got it.
Yeah, because last I understood, because I was part of the order 5 years or
Right. You've been
no,
away for a little bit.
a long while. I got out about 7 years ago, if I remember right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm gonna take this upstairs, and I have some other things to take care of. So, unless there's anything else,
I'm-
Not that I know of.
I'll see you
Great.
at dinner, I guess. Who's hungry?
right.
I'm like really hungry, guys.
don't eat too much. Save room for food. As she says as she's grabbing the thing and going upstairs with it.
I'm doing the little like yo, hey, like pointing, like hey, what's up? Kind of like with my mage hand. Like, you know me,
Oh, by the way, thanks for picking up my package.
Mm.
No problem. Uh-oh.
Yes.
All right, and on that note, I think we need to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Who would
I
have
see
thought
it
the
now.
season finale is gonna
Yeah,
be a
sorry.
freaking like cookout session?
I thought I was muted. I'm sorry. No.
All right,
It's
so we'll see you
okay.
guys back in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ominous signs. Don't worry
Ominous
about it.
food.
We just gotta
Shady
keep
sisters.
Lily away from the station. We're good. We'll live.
Yeah.
We'll survive. Season finale. Everybody roll Constitution checks. Woo!
I'm good.
If it's
Alright.
magic based, I might be
Wow.
okay.
Good for you guys. Good for you. Weak ass mage over here. Anyway, we'll be back, guys. See you in a bit.
Get more booze. Get settled in. I have a feeling this
Absolutely
is going
get
to be
more
an
booze.
interesting ride.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Woo!
All right, welcome back
I don't
to
feel
the
welcome.
awkwardness that is the house of Gomelberry. I'm gonna call it something different every time. Goldberry, fine.
I thought we were gonna do like a Willy
Why do I
Wonka
even
joke.
care at this point?
Goldberry.
Snozberries? This isn't the house of Snozberries.
Does the Gomelberry house taste like Gomelberry?
I thought there was Lindelberry.
So,
Oh.
as Tulane heads back upstairs with her new package, her new outfit, what is on the agenda for Septum Extraneous?
So right now, all we're doing is waiting for the food, right?
Well,
As far as I remember.
Your
Yeah.
sister seems nice, and she's very pretty. She kind of looks like you.
Did anyone else notice her very quick change of tone?
She seems fine to me, but this is my first time meeting her.
change of tone. What do you mean?
Well, the first time she was kind of indifferent.
Dismissive. Dismissive.
Yeah. And now she's the opposite of that.
Well, she did say she still had work to do when we first got here, so probably was still focused on that. Now that she doesn't have to focus on it.
Yep, that's probably what it was. Anyways,
I hope so.
You know what? Let me show you to the guest rooms. Right this way. And he points to the corridor to the right side.
Hey!
Coming in through the door into the foyer, and there are two corridors going left and right. It's pointing to the one on the right. Right. So this room, he goes past a couple of doors, and at the near the end of the hallway, he points to the one on the right and says, like, "Okay, this is so this is the guest room." Swings it open. There's a nice big bed and a much smaller. It's hard to tell if it's a bed or a cushion. So it could be both. Like, it could be a couch, sofa kind of thing. It's like almost like an ottoman, but a little closer to a bed. So you can make yourself comfortable here.
I'm gonna put Magic down. So Magic can just walk
No
around.
scratching. I'm looking at Magic.
He immediately runs out the door.
Okay.
Not towards the front door, right? Just
No, just
Alright,
out
okay.
the area,
Are
the
you gonna-
room you're in.
Are you gonna catch him? It's kind of your
You said he could walk around
responsibility.
the
Like, yeah,
house.
but do you know if he's scratching something right now?
shrugs.
Very reassuring. Thanks. I'm gonna pick out. Like, do I see him
I'm
Do
sure
I
he'll
see
be
Magic?
fine.
or her? I don't know. I don't know if we ever established what gender.
We
Magic
did not.
is. Do I see
Yeah,
Magic?
not-
Yeah, it's just looking around, kind
Okay.
of like getting a feel for the area, curiosity, peak, you know.
Magic.
Completely ignoring you.
Look at me. Magic. Whatever. No scratching. Don't scratch. Anyways, beds, dressers, they're all completely, like, it's for guests. You can use them how you see fit. Don't scratch them or damage them, burn them. Don't do any of that. Seriously, make yourselves at home.
One, 2, 3, 4. Are we all going to fit here? I mean, those two are pretty big.
It's
I
a big
can
bed. You can
just
fit two
sleep on the-
medium-sized people on it. And that
What
one
about
should
the-
be able to fit one medium-sized person. And I think
I
Leota
can
prefers
just-
under the bed, so...
Not necessarily.
I
You're
can
saying you
just be on
don't
the
prefer
floor
under
if
the bed?
necessary.
No, that was
Can't really hear Yodi.
I could just be on the floor if necessary.
I believe we can fix that. But feel free to put your stuff down, you know. The bath is on the other side, right across the hallway. Let me think. If you go out this door and you go down the hallway, the first door on your right is kind of the common area, so you can use that for just kind of lounging and whatever. It's got a door out to the backyard as well. Let's see. Kitchen is down the hallway on the other side. So that's the south wing. If you go down there, the first door on the right is the kitchen.
what do wings have to do with houses?
Oh man, the similarities between Leota and Magic here.
The in particularly large houses, a wing is a particular section of the house.
Thank you.
Yodi, I don't know
You
what
are
happened.
really mumbling.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like
Different.
you're far away from your house or your microphone or something.
Oof.
Or I
How's that?
changed mic. Oh, that's
Half.
better.
Yeah, the cord half popped out.
Oh, that's why. Okay, what did you say?
In some particularly large houses, a wing is a particular section of the house.
Oh.
He
Hmm.
means the house can fly. It's pretty
No.
amazing. We've seen that.
Stop
Seen the ones
confusing
outside?
her. Jeez.
No,
Death
no,
glare.
I have already told myself that I will not believe anything that Lily says when it comes to certain things.
But didn't you see the house outside before? How do you think
Yeah, but
it was
even you
flying?
guys seem surprised about that. I'm smart enough to realize that's not a norm.
Failed deception.
I didn't even roll.
Didn't have to.
Lily, you're a very intelligent woman, and I know there's a lot of things that you do know, but I also know that you like to play pranks. So forgive
pranks
me for
have I
not
played?
believing you.
I don't know if she thinks of them as pranks.
You tried to make me think that horses eat people.
They do.
They do. Yeah,
Sometimes.
see? And even Gomo agreed on me with the weather gnome.
Do you want me to stop trusting you two, Gomo?
Stone against stone, I roll again.
Yeah, Neilon's about to burst a blood vessel. How hard he's rolling his eyes.
Anyways, yeah, so after you come in through the main door, you remember seeing the stairway? So right side is the north wing, left side is the south wing, sorry. South wing, north and south. Make sense? It's kind of... So, yeah, down, that away. I'm pointing with my mage hand. That's where the kitchen is. For food and snack and such.
I'm going to see if Magic responds to food and snack and starts heading that direction.
Well,
So I believe Lucian will be here shortly, but it will take a little bit of time to prep food. So relax, get yourself cleaned up or whatever.
as you guys are having this conversation and Gomo is showing you around the house. You feel a slight vibration
In the house?
in the house, and it starts getting a little stronger and a little stronger until you recognize it. You felt this before. It feels like an earthquake, and everything in the house is shaking, and some of the pictures fall off the walls and off the tables.
Oh, whoa, what?
No. I'm going to grab onto the nearest person next to me.
Told you the house can fly.
And let's see. Oh, that's a little loud. There. Is that working? I can't tell.
I heard a little bit of something.
I heard
Okay.
something and then it cut out.
I heard trumpets.
Is there anything playing right
Hearing
now?
a thrum every once in a while.
There. Hear it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yes. So, the house starts shaking. And you felt this before, and at this moment is Tulane comes out and goes, "Ah, not again. I don't understand.
What do you mean again?
These stupid earth shakes. I don't understand why they keep happening."
Wait, so GM, do I recognize this as the same kind of tremor that I felt when we were in the woods?
You can make let's see, let's just do history. At with your disadvantage.
God damn it!
Would any of us recognize it?
Make your history check.
That's a 3+1.
You guys can all roll.
Sure.
10 minus
17
1,
flat.
9.
For giggles.
History?
History.
6 + 1.
17
7.
flat.
17 flat.
That is
Rodon,
an-
Groger, Neelon,
That is an 18 + 1.
Leota. Neelon, what did you get? Sorry.
10 minus 1, 9.
Okay, not you. So Leota, Groger, and Rodon, yes, you recognize this. It's very, very similar to what you had felt in the jungle previously.
Oh,
This
Lee, you mind
feels-
checking your book?
And it lasts for a good maybe 30 seconds, and then it dies away.
Sorry,
Oh,
Neela.
what
Leota
was
is
that?
just cling.
It's just like the other time. In the forest.
You felt this before? Did you notice anything about it?
There was a lot, and none of it was good.
Well, the group that I'm part of that we discussed earlier we've been researching these. Apparently they're quite frequent lately. And the only connection we could find so far is after one, people have found just massive holes that just seem to go forever. No one, so as of yet that we know where they come from. There's just shaking and then a hole.
The last time we had one of these, was that right before the dream?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Okay. Was the floating earth was before or was it during the dream? I don't know.
How do we know if we're awake right now?
Lily, check your book. Lily, check your book. Lily, check your book. Maybe.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna open my book.
No, it was whole floating earth, bright light, then dream.
You guys are confusing the crap out of me. I'm saying that as I'm like already repairing, like casting mending on some of the broken like picture frames and stuff.
All right.
Why
so,
are you so calm about this?
Angel, I'm sending you what you see in the book. It's long. Sorry.
It's okay. But I can read it though, so I know I'm not in the dream. Right?
Wow. Okay. You could read it. There's more. That's not even all of it. It wouldn't let me send the rest of it.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
There you go. You could share that if you'd like, or say it, or however you want. But that's what you read. So as she's
Okay.
reading that, okay. It's like if you want to read it, I'll continue.
Oh,
but if
I'll
you
read
read
it. Go
on-
ahead and continue.
Okay. So so Tulane says, I'm confused. So there were, when this happened before, there were floating islands. And she pulls out. She goes and like finds paper and like starts just trying to make notes.
Yeah. There was a lot that happened, but if it's when I'm thinking, we did find a hole, a massive hole, and then the ground started to break apart around us and then lift us into the air.
And then there was something like shadows and a giant multi-legged creature, and it wasn't fun.
Wait, what? No, that can't be real.
Yeah, I don't know if it was there was a lot, but she, pointing down at Leota, attached to his leg,
Mm-hmm.
freaked out kind of like this, and I went to go try and pick her up, and this shadow hand, this clawed shadow hand, came out of the ground to try and grab at her. And then there was I don't know, it looks like a massive spider, right? Made out of like twigs or wood or trees or something. I don't know.
She's writing all this down.
And then there was a blinding light, and then we woke up. Well, I think we figured out that part was a collective nightmare or something. But-
I'm sorry. What, Rodon? What was your role with the history check earlier? I can't remember. It was high.
17 flat.
And I believe that was the same with Groger.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was 18 plus 1.
Yeah, it was 17 flat.
Okay, so all of you guys were fairly high. Okay, so the three of you, at the mention of the giant hole that leads down to nothing, the three of you also remember seeing one of those before. Way back, early in the campaign, in that dungeon that you guys went to, where I think Lily had found the book. If you remember that one, there was that one spot that went to a hole and it went down to like nothing, right? It just dropped off.
Oh, that's where I almost fell into and my tail caught me.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Was
Yes.
I there?
Oh, Groger was
Groger
not
wasn't
there.
there.
Groger can't.
So Rodon and Leota, you were
Yeah,
right.
like,
Rodon and Leota.
Wait a minute.
Groger may have heard rumors.
I'm like
or
up to a
something.
point.
Probably at some point in the travels,
That was-
someone
wait,
said
wait.
something about it.
Is
A
that
hole
how?
that goes to nothing?
No. Is that how Greenie got to the surface? Did those go straight down?
There was something like that back in Harperfell.
Is
What? When?
The dungeon
Lily almost
hidden
fell?
in the rock.
Oh, that like metal staircase where we found the general, right?
Yeah,
Captain.
but
Yeah.
we had to kind of figure out a different way down. And it looked like something came up through it, but
So you found another one of these holes near Harperfell? I don't think
Where we found it is difficult to explain.
I don't remember anybody finding one in Harperfell.
It wasn't really
There was
shared
a-
amongst everybody.
There was a cavern or building made of metal hidden inside a rock. It was in there.
Question: Is Gomo still like mending stuff? Like he's not in this conversation?
I mean, he's listening, but he's there. But he's focused on mending stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess while they're talking about this, I'm gonna go up to Gomo and be like, "Hey, Gomo,
Huh?
can you read this? Maybe you can
One
understand this
second,
better
hold
than
on.
I can." It's
One
very
sec.
important.
One sec. Just one sec. Almost got it fixed. And it's a painting. He's fixing a frame that's broken, like chipped around the edges. The hinge is broken. Like he's fixing a painting of like him, Tulane, and his mother. What it appears to be another halfling. Also white hair, red eyes. Well, also is not true, but white hair, red eyes.
Lily, did you want me to send that to him, or are you good?
You send it to him,
Okay, I will send it.
or you could send it, whatever works. But I want him to read it.
Hanging it back up. Okay, what? Sorry, what were you saying?
Can you read this? Because I'm not sure I'm understanding this correctly, but I think it's very important.
Okay, whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Hold on.
It is a lot. So you came across a hole at Harperfell, and where was the other one?
North
Hmm.
of Warser.
North. Between Worcester and Ardenrun?
Yeah,
Mhm.
actually, not that far north of Warser, if I remember right. Maybe a few miles.
I just can't see a correlation between these. So she flips through the pages a little bit, like to backtrack, and she says, "So look here," and she kind of like runs over, like kind of walks over to you guys and shows it, and she shows you like it's like a crudely hand drawn map, and she's like, "So here's the two that you have. I'm gonna put one here now. I just don't understand where these, none of these make sense. I don't understand." And she shows you, and there's another hole like up north.
Mhm.
If you guys look at the map, it's between like basically like the crater between the mountains in the north, and there's one off to the island, and there's like four in the desert, the barren wasteland, and those are the other ones that are on the map. I just can't figure out what they have in common.
Wait,
Why would they be happening?
when did the ones in the desert appear?
Well, it's not the ones. It's not the ones in the desert near Nzidi. It's the ones the more southeast.
Okay, never mind that then.
Hmm.
Does any of this make sense to you?
I don't know about these ones pointing at the desert. But yeah, the first one that we came across was Rodon, help me out here. Somewhere around here. And he'll kind of point around where he thinks it is next to Harperfell.
Okay.
Little to the no, a little to the right.
Oh, closer?
No, right of Harperfell, right.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
She just like circles the whole area. She's like, okay, this area. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. Actually, it was this that got us heading towards Arden Run in the first place. We came over from there to Warser, and we were going to start heading up.
I don't know. Just
Oh,
we kind of think that this might. I don't know if this is. It's just too much of a coincidence that we were having this many, earth shakes and holes appearing. That's 8, 9 now. That there's no way that's a coincidence. I just don't understand.
I'm gonna tug on Neelon and Rodon's like sleeves.
What's up?
Depending on which sleeve is pointing towards me that Neelon has, because I know he doesn't have one.
You'd probably have to grab his like waist
Yeah.
like half skirt.
Trying to get him to like bend down so I can whisper.
If she motions for him to bend down, he will.
Should we tell her about our suspicions with the Oswin? Or
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, does any of this make sense to you? You understand it?
Como?
You see, I'm fixated on the text that he's reading.
By the way, just so you know, oh no, I'll tell you in a bit. Keep going.
Guys,
What?
I'm looking up and facing the group. You should probably read this. Read this.
That. Not to kill a mood, but you might need to read it. Sorry.
It's a lot to take in, but the gist of it is, see, the Oswins. Oh God, where do I even begin?
Do you want me to just read it out loud to them?
Without context, look, I'm not the best at history, but I know for a fact that this has a lot of historical implications.
Here, give it here. Rodon, help me out with bigger words. I'll read it.
Okay, I will send it to you. Then you can read it.
That's if he passes it over.
Whatever. Hold on. I need to think about this.
You just want me to read it? You're
You're
gonna have trouble with the words.
I'm gonna look at Kroger very concerned.
Am I sending it to anybody? What's going on here?
I'm handing the
I would
book
say
over.
just-
I'm like holding it out.
Yeah.
Like, what
Okay,
the fuck?
to Neelon?
Sounds like Neelon and Rodon, because Rodon's gonna help him.
Okay, well, I'll send it to Neelon. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna put it in Streyorea and Peril. And you guys all can all just freaking read it.
All right.
That's not all of it, but again, I have to do it in pieces because it gets mad at me for too many words.
No worries. Okay. Let's see. I think the time is right for you to learn what it is I'm doing and how you as a group could potentially leave a significant impact on the world as you know it. Trying to take all the information from across all of time and space and piece things together is a difficult task, one that I spend most of my days doing. But it seems to me that the time is right for you to learn some information of your own. There was a time long ago when even the Oswin had magics. Every living creature found that they had access to this is the
Franther.
original this is the original deity before they split, correct?
Huh.
Yes.
Uh Fremthir's life force, and as such, arcane magics were born. After a while, my brother had found out that the beings that came to be known as the Oswin had been using this gift in heinous and
Despicable.
despicable ways. They were using it to defile the very gods themselves. So I took action. Like a knife to string, I used my powers to sever the ties of their race to Fremthir's life force altogether. Later, I found that the arcane a- atrocities atrocities my brother spoke of was nothing but a ruse. A sick game in his infinite boredom to get a rise out of me. The problem with my brother is beside the point. What is the point is that I found a way to
Potentially.
potentially reverse, thank you, this and put balance back in the world. At some points in time, I had a disciple who had discovered a stone with unique properties. He claimed that the stone itself was somehow tied to the very essence of life. With my help, we discovered that with its power alone, he could wield immense natural magics without any flow of arcane energy coming from his being at all. I was also able to instruct him to build a machine that could sense any other stones with similar arcane signatures. We learned that there were indeed more stones with similar patterns thrown across the very same continent. After that, I lost contact with him, so I know not what became of him or the stone. Uh, I believe that this stone and the others like it are the keys to which the wrong me and my brother have created could be righted once more. And from what I've gathered from our interactions, you and your group are at a place in time that could be a boon in this endeavor. You and the book are bound. You and the book are bound. You and
Keep
the
going.
book are bound, but you and I are not. I ask you to do this to help the good of this world, but I cannot force you to. Just know that I have spent too much time fixing my past mistakes, and I will make it right. What does that mean?
What
You and
does
the
any
book
of
are
that mean?
bound.
I'm sorry, Leota. What was that?
What does any of that mean?
Both Gomo and Talene are in similar states of meditation.
Wait, is this Mav's book?
Yes.
What?
That was a message from Mav.
You and the book are bound.
Yeah.
Wait, machines that can find the other stone. Is that what we found?
Oh, in Harperfell? In that metal tunnel?
Yeah, the locations that it was pointing to. But then why was there calamity surrounding that? If that's the right word, Mm.
Gomo, are we okay talking about what we found in there with Tulane?
DM, she's there, right?
Yeah, she's there.
I mean,
And she's in a similar state you are. She's like
Yep.
in a deep contemplation, like just trying to figure out what any of this even means. Matter of fact, I would like you guys to roll a history check.
All of us?
All of us?
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, all of you. Everybody.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Barely
On my
I
end.
roll 16 flat.
That's another
It's-
9.
Six
Damn.
flat.
I'm at
No.
least happy that all my disadvantage
8
rolls
plus
are like
1.
not too far from each other. I got rolled a 6 and a 7, so it's a 6 plus.
I
Maybe
got
this-
I got an 18 plus 1, so 19.
Wow.
Leota doesn't know
Dang,
anything
really?
about Upper World history. That's an 8 plus 1.
Okay.
I
So Groger, it's somehow Lily and Rodon.
Yeah, I don't know how I know.
You guys know, you can gather somehow you have heard about the thoughts of what Fremthier could have been. It's all theories. Nobody really knows for sure, but you've heard the name of how the gods that you know came to be, and they came from this. They came from a being called Fremthier. That's pretty much all that has been, I'm going to say, established, but I mean it's all just hearsay, right? It's
Mhm.
Objection.
within objection hearsay.
Moving
It-
on.
It's all old text from things that, it's all just speculation.
Would this have been something major that was taught when I was
Yeah.
still becoming a paladin?
Probably. Yeah. And you specifically, and I'm not even going to make you roll for this because it's very specific to your order. A lot of what is being said about this person being tied to magic, and also the brother that they talk about, sounds really, really familiar to you.
Okay. How much does everyone know about Fremthier?
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I've heard from
shrug.
passing.
You don't
Yeah.
talk about
Look,
that kind of stuff.
remember I
I-
had to study.
What were you saying?
Actually, I
Rodon?
might actually put this in a quick message.
Okay, go ahead.
So this was something that we were taught when I was going through schooling and my training to become a paladin. Fremthier was, for all intents and purposes, the original embodiment of everything. And at a point, they split apart. And those became the 7 major deities that we're taught of. Biana's one of them. So she's the goddess of nature. Then there's the other ones. There's Aona, which their family is a big part of. Then there's others.
Oh. At the mention of Aona, Rodon's gonna like, oh, wait a minute,
Well,
what do
Where
you- hold, I get, where'd the stupid
does
thing
the-
go? Oh, it's here. Here it is. It was in the beginning of this primer thing. Aeona was once Fremthir, or part of it. It was what kept the planets in orbit and in sync with Fremthir's plans. When Aeona was separated from Fremthir, it was now she. She became the deity of light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Ours is a similar thing. I think it's the same start. Biana was once Fremthir or part of it. But she was a motherly figure. She cared uh for their creations, and want them to nurture and grow. Um, so as far as I remember, Biana was essentially the giver of life. That's why she's called the nurturing one, the healer mother. But also Lady of the Hunt, because she provides for her creations. She's essentially the what's the term? Circle of life. But anyways, she's the
Oh.
she's our creator in a sense. Aeona is the bringer of light. Um, the only one I don't have a lot of information on is so they are good deities. Then we have three neutral deities that they're like more, well, it's not really good or evil. It's, one of them is purely based on like the facts of magic. Others are uh what was it? Yeah, the I think it was Arthune, who's the creator of magic. They're the arcane god. There's Norn, who is mostly strength, the physical prowess. Um,
Oh, I actually heard of Norn, the dwarves in the Underdark. It's said that they worship Norn.
So, what does all of this have to do with the mouse message?
well, if it has to, if he mentioned uh Fremthir by name, then, well, that's as far as we know or assume, or whatever word you want to use.
Wait,
That is
how?
before everything.
Wait, how powerful does someone have to be to just cut an entire race's magical ties? Completely.
So are we going to help him?
I'm worried that some of this may deal with the other two gods that I haven't mentioned. The two evil gods. One is named Venathrius, and she is a trickster. She actually essentially tricked Arthune into demolishing some of what was created, spreading lies and saying that they did evil deeds. And then the last one is Morgal. And they're, for lack of a better term, the god of death. And also the god of unlife, if you want to look at it that way. Actually, now that I say that out loud, there's been a lot of undead lately.
I can agree that bringing somebody back from the dead is not great, but death itself is not necessarily evil.
I
I
kind
just
of
want to point
agree.
out, thank you. I just realized I did make a few mistakes, and thank you, Neelon, once again for pointing out my mistakes.
Wait, what?
What did I do? What happened?
Wait, whatever.
Don't worry about it. You'll find out soon enough. Don't worry about it. I will explain it to you when we get there. But go ahead, keep going.
I think
Any inconsistencies
The
can be
lore
chalked
police.
up to Neelon
Freaking-
is not
freaking
the
history.
smartest.
No, it's a lot of nuances. The more specific you try to be in a campaign with a lot of stuff, you're bound to make mistakes. It happens. It's okay.
I think we should help him. I mean, all this stuff is happening, and what he's trying to do hasn't even happened yet, so it's not him. Maybe if we help, we can stop all of this.
Sounds like we're not just trying to stop a war. This sounds like we're meddling in godly affairs now.
But you'd
That's a
know all
lot
about that,
bigger
wouldn't
than.
you?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like we should help. But it's not just my decision to make.
How can he said we can help, but I don't see how.
We can ask.
Machine. Machine
A mach-
Silverfell. Is that
Okay.
Is that what it says about a machine that could sense other stones with signatures?
That's what I was thinking. But okay, so just to play the other coin here, say we do help, right? And say we do get all the machines and stones and everything together. There's no saying that this isn't just a sob story, right? I mean, I want to stop the tremors and the creepy world stuff and go home as much as anybody else, but how do we keep ourselves safe? How do we keep the people we love safe while doing this and make sure we're actually doing the right thing?
Well, just ask the question another way. If we don't do anything, how do we keep everybody safe?
Primer describes Aeona as being a choice between light and darkness, each in their time.
But there's not just
I
light
choose
and
light.
dark, there's so much in between.
¿Cómo?
You seem still in a meditative state.
Elaine's writing things down in her notepad and her notes that she had.
Shut up!
What happened?
Don't worry about
Dice
it.
rolls. Dice
worry
rolls
about
are the
it.
best. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
I love dice rolls. I love D&D.
Need dice lube.
Sounds like
You
we need
should get
dice
yourself some
loop.
dice loop.
Now is a great time to segue into a little bit of our sponsors spotlight. Spot.
Not
Sponsor.
really.
Do
Back
what
to the
do what you
cereal.
will. I'm applying a little bit of dice loop.
So
Back to the cereal.
Tulane chimes in a little bit and says, "Well, I can't pretend to grasp onto almost anything I just heard. But it sounds like this rock is important, and whatever this machine thing was sounds important too."
What decision would you make in this situation?
M- Honestly, I don't know yet. Okay, so this group that I mentioned, so we call ourselves the all-seeing eye, and we kind of just found each other by accident and decided to make something of it, and it's kind of grown more than that over the last couple of years. But we get together every once in a while and just try to gather as much information as possible, and to make sure, and to, I mean, it started with the Oswin, and it's just grown from there. But this is on a whole nother level. If I was to make a decision, I would probably contact them and come to a decision together. But I don't. My worry is, if this is to help the Oswin, I don't know if I trust that.
I don't think it's to help.
I think it's hopefully more of a balance thing. It's kind of like a blanket. If you take a thread out, it weakens it. So maybe when they took their magic, it made everything else go wonky. I'm not really using the best words right now. I'm still trying to process everything.
I mean, the Oswin are evil. They're evil. I mean, the things that we have discovered, we.
What?
I'm
pretty sure that they're kidnapping people.
Napping.
Okay. I was taken care of by. I was
What was that,
taken
Lily?
care of by. I was taken care of by an Oswin. So, I believe there's more to it than what we think. Who knows? Maybe if their magic was never taken away, they would have never taken this course of action because they would have their own magic to do stuff.
Maybe, but imagine what they would do now if they had magic. If suddenly they were just given magic again. I mean, the standstill we're at now would just, I don't think it would last. I don't think it's lasting right now, to be honest with you.
Wait, what do you know?
The problem is we can't prove anything, but it seems that wherever Oswin have decided to, mainly Ardenrun, I'll just say it, mainly Ardenrun, now that there are a lot more Oswin there, I mean, there have been a lot of signs of people just disappearing off the streets. A lot of people just gone missing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at Neon.
Okay. Can you guys make a perception check real fast for me, please?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, like, for some reason, like, her talking about this with like the Osmonds that way is making Lily a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
14 plus 5, 19.
That is a
You said
Go on.
perception, right?
Perception.
Wait, we're all rolling?
You can roll. It's fine.
19 plus 10.
yeah. I have
Jesus
a
Christ.
19 plus 4.
Okay. Cool.
7 flat. Nope.
That's a 5 for Neilon.
Okay.
The
Well, the hot. That's fine. That's cool. So, yeah, and Talene continues, and she says, "Well, there have been reports. The only other reports we've had of anything like that are we have a contact in Grey Point, and I mean, there's not a lot of people there already. So when somebody goes missing, they notice, and it's right by the border."
Who is the contact by any chance?
Well, it's anonymous.
Hmm.
I mean, we find that it's the best way to, I mean,
Oh,
trust
I-
each other. If we can trust each other anonymously.
Is it
Hmm.
Galenfell?
We went through Grey Point. That's why.
Oof.
Sorry, Dale.
Yeah, no. Deception check was deception was a 5, so you can see right on her face. It's like she looks right at you and like looks kind of guilty, but like doesn't say anything after that.
Did you say anything about the perception check? No, right?
So, you high rollers happen to notice that Gomo is not only looking concerned, but kind of like in a trance with like glowing eyes.
Oh no, he's turning into the Avatar.
Yep,
What
he's
is
the
he
Avatar.
I'm gonna
doing?
poke him.
Blue line comes down his forehead.
No, I'm actually gonna gently just like poke.
Is it an arrow?
Yep, it's an arrow.
I have only one question. Is it live action or is it animated?
God.
Don't talk about that.
Definitely animated.
Thank you.
They're the correct answer.
Yeah, the only answer.
Like, what live action?
Gomo, what are you doing?
His eyes are glowing. He does not address you.
Poke again.
What is he? Is this normal? What is going on?
No.
Be careful. I think this is what happened right before we went under.
Oh.
Wait, but he doesn't even have the book. You have it.
Do I still have it in my hands?
You do.
Is it doing anything?
No.
Maybe it's not the book.
Has the message changed on the pages at all?
It has not.
Copy.
Can I have the book back, please?
Oh, I'm not gonna like doing this. I'm gonna give him a light like smack.
As that's
like a
happening,
little-
Neilon's passing back the book.
Thank you.
You smack him where?
Just lightly on the cheek. Actually lightly, not like rough, just pat.
Pook. Head tilts a little bit, but very slowly returns to center.
Okay.
Still-
So it would just to move things along. Gomo, I'm just gonna say it out
Yep.
loud. So this way, I'm not reporting. I'm not saying it to you, and you can just say it back or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, if you wouldn't mind marking off your DM inspiration, by the way.
Already did.
Thank you. So basically, through your arcane studies, you're able to glean that. Basically, what it's stating is that Mab, as you know him, is actually Arthune, and this person that they speak of, this is why I said freaking Neelon, because you noticed, you mentioned that Venathris is a female, not a male. That was my bad. And I put brother. It's supposed to be sister. Is Venathris
Sibling.
and
Let's say it's a
sibling.
translation issue.
Yeah, it was.
Some
There you
languages
go. Great.
don't have have separate words for sibling. Like brother and sister, where others have just sibling. Gender neutral.
So
Hey,
this is
continuity
indeed
solved.
something, is you guys have said, godly or something. That is definitely what it is, and he is asking for your help to find these stones to help him fix, or give magic back to the Oswin.
Gomo.
So is Gomos like in that trance saying this?
Yes.
Okay. That does change things then.
You.
Ooh, I don't like being right.
Oh, that changes a lot.
Then we should help him.
Fuck. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, we should.
I see. I knew my gut instinct is not wrong.
Okay, so and how do we know this is not a trickster god pretending to be? Like, I don't know a whole lot about religion, but there's like
Well, Gomo, I will also say, since you spent your DM inspiration, that there are a lot of things that hint to make you think. I mean, it's always possible that it could be some form of prank or trick or something. But a lot of things in there, when it's talking about time and magic and arcane, there's a lot of things that implicate that, no, it is definitely him. These are the things that he cares about. These,
Okay.
that to make you, yeah.
Because Leota wouldn't know those things, so her doubt comes from just general mistrusting. So. And so, how do we not know it's... I mean, it mentions getting tricked before. How do we not know we're falling into the same trap?
I trust him.
I'm gonna point at Gomo and say, can you hear us? Whoever you are, or Thune.
Speak.
The nightmare that has been tormenting me and trying to get me to go against everyone here, is that blanking on the name, Venathrius, right? Is that Venathrius, or is that something else?
DM provide.
I did.
Oh.
Check your DMs,
God
from
damn.
the DM.
You get to be the goddamn. You're the DM now. Perfect.
No.
No. Are they related at all?
No.
Maybe it's the other god, the dead one.
Moracle?
I don't know. I don't know gods.
Yeah, Moracle is the god of death and death and decay, I think. But yeah, god of death.
Help me find what I seek, and I can help you.
Of course we're going to help you. All right, okay. I want to help you. Don't speak for everybody else.
Mm.
If we do this, and it sounds like we're trying to return magic to the Oswin. Is that right?
Yes.
If we return magic to them, is there any guarantee that the people who would abuse that power be stopped? Because that's kind of a big thing.
That is not my concern.
Hmm.
Makes sense.
And then, Gomo, you start to come out of your trance and your eyes start to fade back to normal.
Is that what possession looks like?
If
collapse.
he's I was about to say if he's looking weak to his knees, I'll
But
prop him up.
Tulane runs over to you too.
Yeah, so I'll be on one side.
Are you okay?
Huh?
You remember anything?
Remember? What?
Let's go get you some food.
Oh yes, I'm hungry.
Tulane starts trying to help you up and
Yep.
move you. And on the way out, you can hear her be like, you said you were an adventurer, but this is a whole different level.
Yeah, I'll let Tillian take over
Yeah,
that.
I like to go on an adventure in the kitchen.
So, Milan,
Yeah.
are we going to help?
I'd like more of a guarantee. But maybe we should.
Well, I don't see it as us versus Oswin. I see it as giving the Oswin their magic, as bringing balance to the world, which is more important than two warring countries.
Well, I don't see it as us versus the Oswin either. I think of it more as us versus abusers.
We have abusers on this side. How do we stop them? Wouldn't it be the same thing?
I'm not saying all of the Oswin are abusers. Actually, most of the people that I was with on the other side, helping do chores, other mundane tasks before I was thrown in that fucking prison, they were all wonderful people. They helped take care of me, and I helped take care of them. It's people higher up that are abusing that power that I want to stop. Those are the people I'm worried about. And yeah, you're right. There are people on our side that are probably abusing that power too, but I don't know where to start.
It's gonna be the same thing.
Perhaps we start by uncovering this.
Well,
Maybe it answers more than one question. If we
I
follow
will
this
start with one thing. Because I know you were questioning it, Neilon, and I might as well come clean if we're going to do this, because then, it just might come up again and stuff like that. I made a blood contract with the book. Let's go see how Gomo's doing.
Oh! I'm gonna grab her cloak.
Well, there's the full explanation.
Keep her in
Is
place.
that what that was?
Yes!
No!
Groker was my witness!
I didn't even realize what was...
Don't try to pass this false on to him.
I wasn't doing that. I want to see how Gomo's doing.
So that's what you meant about you probably couldn't take it back.
Yes.
I'm gonna let go of Lily's cape cloak thing.
Elon has nothing to say to that, apparently.
I know, that's what I was trying to get out.
I'm imagining the anger rising slowly.
Oh yeah, his
Yes.
his face is stone.
Okay, Papa, I'll see you later. Slowly walking out.
No, it's fine. What's one more secret?
It wasn't the secret. That's why I just needed to be short about stuff before it came clean.
That sounds like a secret.
Well, not exactly. I mean, I was throwing hints. Nobody picked it up.
We've kind of been dealing with everything else, and you think that just throwing hints is the same as telling?
I mean, when you really think about it, when did I have time to be like, hey guys, guess what? I did this. There was a lot going on. Oh, we were running away when that happened. I didn't have time then too.
No. I don't have the right to be mad. It's fine.
Besides, I have a good reason.
Let's go check on Gomo.
Okay.
All right. So as the group makes their way to the kitchen, check on Gomo and his sister. I think that's where we're gonna have to end the session tonight, guys.
Hey!
Yo, what?
Yo, what? Yo, what?
Fuck, and I really thought I was onto something about the fucking nightmare. Because I, Fish, had that realization and audibly gasped and backed up off of the mic.
Yep.
I started. You're like, that's funny.
God damn.
That's one theory.
You know what?
out the
I'm
window,
kind of
man.
happy, though, that it wasn't that on point, though. You know what I mean?
Wow. So, before we talk a little bit more about that,
It is the last episode.
yes. Well, I mean, normally we do DM inspiration now, so you could type in chat or on Discord to see who would get DM inspiration. We vote on DM inspiration by how what you think about their roleplay. So whoever you thought had the best roleplay of this session, you can write their name in chat or use the emote if you got it, or in Discord. I put a little vote here section. While that's going on, before we get to the card, I just want to ask, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the lore drop? Was that good enough for you guys?
I'm
Good
actually
enough.
kinda,
We're like finally like figuring shit out.
I'm kind of shaking.
I'm confused.
I'm in danger.
We're in danger. Yep. Oh boy, there's some. With the new stuff, there's some stuff to talk about. Ooh.
Yeah. So,
Grover really just joined in on quite the quest.
Congratulations! This is bullshit.
Welcome to the
You
team.
just wanted
You've
friends.
now
You
wrapped
got a
yourself
whole
up in
ass
mortal
story.
combat.
I hitchhiked the wrong fucking ride.
Yeah, he's like, this is not what I signed up for.
so is there
I feel that, though.
any last questions from players to DMs outside of the game? Is there any questions or anything that I need to
Yeah,
clarify?
what the fuck is going on?
Oh my
I
goodness.
have questions that will be addressed later.
Yeah, I have
Uh.
a similar question. What the fuck?
Woo!
It's so funny. Like,
Shit just got
So-
epic. Sudoku.
so I
right?
knew that who Mav was from the beginning. That's why, like, when we were way back in the day of like when we were making our characters, I was like, I really don't want to make it Mav because there's so much more to Mav that you guys don't know. But I was like, I don't know who else it could be. So I'm like, screw it, it's Mav. So now you guys know.
Okay,
I enjoy my pen pal even more now.
Yeah.
Okay, but now your avatar being Mav in the thing, considering that you're the DM, like the god of the game.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pen pals with the god, you know.
yeah, it's no big deal.
He's my BFF.
You know,
I
imagine
drew
where
him.
else can he go.
Yeah, I drew him little, like doodles.
I drew him terrible pictures, and he judged, and he like righteously
PP.
judged me.
Yeah. All the stained glass.
Super funny.
All the stained glass. I was able to send my pictures to him directly.
I DM'd the dick pic to God.
All of you guys gotta go worship in a church. I have direct connection.
You want to know what's like super funny too? Is
What's
that she's the one that's been talking to a god this whole time, and she's the one that's technically an atheist.
Oh my god.
that's the like I was on that thing too, because it was just like not just with Lily, but also like generally like the two people that have had outside of like Neil and his general worship the most contacts with gods are the two characters that did not worship anybody. So it was like, hi.
I was super curious if you guys were going to recognize who they were just from reading the excerpt without me saying anything. So I wasn't
considering how he was just like, "Hey, Oswin, you don't got no magic no more." I was like, "Oh, well, that sounds like a god."
Yeah, that's why Leota's like, okay, so what kind of power do you have to be able to cut off an entire race's like magic, like nothing?
No, it's really cool though for me because like I didn't know anything about this. Like it was not part of my character's backstory, anything. And then like,
okay, Mister, I had a voice editor ready for this.
Bruh, that was on the
He
fly.
always has a voice editor
All of that
ready.
was ad lib.
It was really
What are you talking about? He always has that
Shut
ready.
your pie hole.
You should hear his captain one when he's in the airport.
I mean,
But anyway,
okay.
Go ahead.
There was also the fact that he had that 50s radio thing earlier that he did
Yeah.
last
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah, so
Like,
that's
no,
why I
that was
thought
it must be
planned
on the
because he was
fly
messing
once he
with
thinks
it.
about
Yeah.
it.
I thought you two planned it because he was.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought you two planned it because he was messing with that earlier, and I was like,
Nope.
oh, that's gonna come into play tonight.
No, it was all ad lib. It was really good. We need to get into. Oh God.
Nope.
That was
just
also
keep
ad
going.
lib.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You're gonna have to speak into the mic a little more clearly.
God, are you gonna start taking my order? Jesus.
We need to get onto the card of the day, or we're never gonna get through this. So,
let's do
Angel,
that. Let's do that.
card of the day,
The
please.
card of the day today is the Two of Cups. This cup is a representation of a happy relationship, equality, partnership, attraction, connection. Whenever you get this cup in your reading, it's like, about love and all of that kind of stuff. But it's reversed today. So with this, it talks about imbalance, discord, incompatibility, power imbalance, and separation and stuff like that. So with this card coming up in our reading, it's basically talking about how things are in discord. Nothing is in balance as it should be.
Oh, like literally the world.
The whole fucking universe, yeah. Great.
A little too on the nose there, buddy.
It's been like that forever.
Well, as we stated previously, this will be the last session for a little while as we make some adjustments, take a little bit of time to kind of decide where the group wants to go from here.
Hello. Yeah, it is wild how accurate the cards are every goddamn
Oh my god,
time.
the fucking card.
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you.
So you're
I'm
ordering
sorry.
a combo panic with a side of panic. You order a drink for that?
Yeah,
I forgot where we're going. I'll tell you where I'm going, into my fucking grave. What the fuck?
Yeah, and if anybody ever wants a card reading, I'll be more than happy to give you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a diet. Ah! As my drink, please.
You're probably sold out.
Oh my god, our favorite artist is here.
And there was much rejoicing. Yay!
Suddenly all the
jeez.
panic's gone. Everything is okay.
No, it's not.
Beaming
Still
down.
very panicked.
Same.
No.
Same.
It's panicked in stereo.
You see, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Lily was thinking about not saying anything when she read that, but then she remembered she made a promise to Nilon, and she told Gomo first because she didn't understand what it was. So she's like, if I'm gonna tell people what this says, I need this to be more like understand it more. So she's like, I'll go to Gomo first, and then we'll tell everybody else. But I promised Nilon I wouldn't keep secrets no more, and this looks like a secret I shouldn't keep.
You think?
As he had to find out about your connection to the book, reading it.
Yeah, I no, honest to God, when I did that and I was rereading it after I gave it to Gomo, I was like, I forgot about that. I forgot about that last line that said the connection to the book. I'm like, oh, I even sent a message to Sam saying, yeah, I forgot she hasn't told anyone about the connection to the book.
Right.
Anyway, it's out there now.
I know. Whoopsies.
All right. Well, thank you for spending your time with us. Thank you for hanging out. For those of you who have been watching us for a while and got through a lot of season 1, we have a lot of updates and things coming to hopefully make things better and different. So look forward to that. And I guess we'll see you guys in a couple
Next
weeks.
time.
Yeah.
More
season 2.
panic! Woohoo! Wait, so who gets
Thrills,
inspiration?
chills,
Is it the DM?
spills,
DM's
panic.
Mav's got the most inspiration, it looks like.
It looks like Nealon.
Did Mav get it?
That
It
man
was
get
Mav.
it.
Holy crap.
Hold on a second. Are we really okay with giving the DM an advantage dice?
Or
Whenever he can
a
just,
god?
pull-
Do you want to give a god DM inspiration?
Yeah.
Hey, he's been pretty
I'm
chill
gonna say
so
yes.
far.
It's
He's
been
my
the
buddy.
running
No,
Yeah.
gag
seriously, I'm gonna say
forever,
yes.
okay?
Look,
He's
I mean,
been
like,
pretty chill so far. I'm
Like,
in with it.
this is
I know,
chaos he
it's-
was able to concoct with with shitty ass dice. Imagine what he could do with an advantage and an inspiration.
We
I
will
always,
die.
So-
Death.
I always.
That's what's
you
gonna
always have
happen.
to-
Final
Yeah,
play.
accidental death and
Jeez.
dismemberment. Exactly.
It is not accidental.
I
Give
did.
that the inspiration. It will not be accidental.
Leota can
wanna
finally be
give
put to rest. Jesus.
Can you prove any of that?
All right,
I want
guys.
to give
hang
inspiration
on.
to my bestie.
There you go.
What's up?
I said I want to give inspiration to my bestie. Why not?
Plus, it has been the running
She's
gag.
biased. Neelan was saying something. What's Neelan saying? I want to hear.
Oh no, I was trying to pause so that Angel could get a word in because
Oh,
it
gosh.
got a little emotional in there.
Everybody was saying
Ah.
everything.
Yeah,
Everybody's so
right.
excited.
Objection, hearsay.
Oh boy. Okay, well on that note, on the
Looks
hearsay
like
note,
it's Nealon.
yeah, I guess we'll see you guys next time in season 2. Thanks for hanging out.
It's never the
Thanks
end.
for joining, everybody.
Wait, hold up. Is the DM actually
We
getting
hurt you all.
inspiration? What?
We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, night
No!
everybody.
You get to find out in season 2.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess we'll have to
let me
find out.
prepare my next character.
Thank you,
It's
everybody.
okay. It's not the end. It is merely a pause.
This is only the
It
beginning,
is
guys.
merely a see you later.
Beginning of our demise. Yes.
Just like death.
Death is only the beginning.
Shidoku, we're happy that you were here for the end of this season as well.
Thanks for joining the ride.
There's
We
more
love
to come.
you guys. Seriously.
Hearts.
Best audience ever, man.
Absolutely.
An actual god just went you. And we're just
Yep.
okay with that?
No.
No.
I am.
Not is
okay
clearly
with
not.
I'm okay with that. I was chosen.
Good for you.
Pretty chill. I'll
you
give it a
stole.
go.
Well, technically, you stole the book from Gomo. You
I
weren't chosen from.
What is this, an anime? Jesus.